people love Britney Spears. I mean, they really do, and they've rooted for her, and they've wanted to see her back on top, and the fans have put her there. It's really that simple. The album is great. The fans are great. You know, you put those two things together and you have a #1 album. When you start the process, you don't ever expect anything. You don't start making a record and say, you know, we're going to make this a #1 record, or we're going to make this as a #2 record. You just make your album. That's all it is. It's really that simple. And, you know, we started this process pretty slowly, you know, because Britney was sort of getting up to speed, and, you know, and we were sort of going in the studio, you know, once or twice a week. Then it became 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week. And then, you know, she was running at full tilt. Initially, it was just an experiment. Like, let's just, you know, get her out of the house and do a few songs. And then it turned into an album, you know, after about, I'd say, you know, a month or 2 in the studio, it started to take shape and became what ultimately became the Circus album. There were certain songs that we did early on that weren't the hits. It was more sort of building just a body of an album. And then we've got, I remember when we got Womanizer, and we got a song called If You Seek Amy from Max Martin, which is very provocative and interesting, and sort of gave us a little jolt, and we liked that idea. When Britney wrote the Baby song, she did it herself. I mean, she does this. She has a piano in her house, and sometimes she just sits down and she writes these great ballads. She's done it before. And the Baby song is something that comes from a very deep place for her. And it's a song that that is very important on the album. I mean, for her to be able to express herself that way is critical. So we love that, and we love the fact that she was able to do that, and she's able to provide her fans with that look inside. The documentary, for the record, was a big part of our setup, and it really had a lot to do with sort of, you know, showing the public where she is right now, where she's been, and where she's going. And I think they really appreciated the fact that she allowed that look into her life, and we were really, really proud of it. She loves it, we love it, and I think it was just it set the tone for releasing this album in a great way. In my mind, I think that the Circus single, which is about to be released, and the video has already been shown by you guys first, I believe that's, in my mind, that's the best song that she's had in the past 5 years. I mean, that song, when I first heard it, you know, there's songs that you hear that need to grow on you a bit, and then there's songs that you hear that just slap you across the face, and that's what Circus is. I mean, it is an undeniable smash. I was very insistent on working with Francis Lawrence again. Francis Lawrence directed the Slave for You video. It's the only video he ever did for us, and as far as I'm concerned, before the Circus video, that was my favorite video she ever did. And I wanted very badly to work with Francis again, as did Britney, and I was able to convince him to come back and do this video, even though he had left the video world. He was on to making films. He made films like Constantine and other sort of really big action, you know, CG movies, great stuff, amazing stuff. He's an amazing director. And he heard the song and he said exactly what I said. He said, "This is an amazing song, I have to do this." So he came back into the video world just to do this one. In 2009, you're gonna hear a lot from Britney. I mean, you're gonna have the Circus tour, which is going to be an amazing spectacle. I mean, the great thing about Britney on tour is that nobody can do what she does. Nobody can do it. There's nobody out there, not a single artist who can do what she can do and wow an audience in the way that she can. And we're putting it together right now, and it's extraordinary. I mean, it's going to be the best Britney show ever. It's great for her to hear that her album's #1 and she appreciates that, but it's not really what it's about for her. What it's about for her is sort of, you know, she's very competitive. She's got the eye of the tiger. She's an amazing artist, and really she does it for that reason. She doesn't do it because she wants to know that it's going to be #1 or it's going to sell this many copies or anything like that. I mean, we tell her those things, but it's not really where her head is, which is good because she's not thinking like an accountant. She's thinking like an artist, which is great. All I'd say is that, you know, Britney's got back her crown and the Circus is coming to town.